Katniss Everdeen voluntarily takes her younger sister's place in the Hunger Games, a televised fight to the death in which two teenagers from each of the 12 districts of Panem are chosen at random to compete. This is my movie review of the Hunger Games. Before I start my review, I just want to tell you guys that this is strictly a movie review for the Hunger Games. And at some points I may be talking and judging on how well the movie adapted it from the book. But like I said, this is strictly a movie review for the Hunger Games. So if you saw my book review for the Hunger Games, then you know that I read the book a month before I went to see it in theaters with my dad. And after reading the book, I went to check online the movie facts because I didn't know, I barely knew anything about the movie. And after reading the movie facts, I was both excited and worried for the movie. I was excited because it's being directed by Gary Ross, who also directed Seabiscuit, which I really liked. And Hunger Games was also starring Jennifer Lawrence, which I liked that decision because before Hunger Games, she was nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars for her role in Winter's Bone, which is another good film. And the film was being written by Gary Ross, who is a good writer, Billy Ray, which is another good writer, and Suzanne Collins, who wrote the series. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, cool, the writer is getting involved in the first movie. But the thing I was worried about was the running time of the movie, because the running time was 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I already knew that 5 to 10 minutes of that running time was going to be devoted to the credits. So I knew off the bat that the movie was going to be 2 hours and 5 minutes to 2 hours and 10 minutes long. And that worried me because there's a lot of stuff that happens in the first book. And some of the stuff is important because it goes throughout the series. Yeah, after I saw the movie with my dad a year ago, I still stand on this. It's good and it's bad at points. The good points. I thought that the casting was good. Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss was good. So was Woody Harrelson as Haymitch, Donald Sutherland as President Snow, Lenny Kravitz as Cinna, and Stanley Tucci as Caesar Flickerman, and so on. But yeah, this isn't a bad point. I thought that Josh Hutcherson as Peeta and Liam Hemsworth as Gale were sort of odd. They did really good jobs in the movie. They did really good acting jobs. I thought their acting was good. But I just, it didn't click in my mind. When I saw it on screen, since I read the book, I know their description and everything, and I don't know, it just didn't fit in my mind. It didn't click in my head that Hutcherson was Peeta and Hemsworth was Gale. It just didn't click. I thought that the costume design was phenomenal, so phenomenal that I thought that it could have been nominated for an Oscar, even, because whoever did the costume design did a really good job, because they did the district clothing, the tribute parade clothing, the pre-game show clothing, the game clothing. Just all the clothing was really good. I also like how they add some parts in the movie that weren't in the book, so there's some original stuff in here as well. The book is a first-person narration, but in the movie, there's the movie is viewed from different points of view, from Katniss's view to Haymitch's view to the game maker's view and everything, and I thought that stuff was cool, the behind the scene sort of stuff. I thought that the soundtrack of the Hunger Games was good as well. I liked the score of the movie because it went well with the parts that it was at and everything. And I don't usually say this about original songs because unless it's a musical or something, but the 3 original songs that are at the that are in the credits of the movie are really good, because I think they're like really catchy in my opinion. I like when I'm thinking about Hunger Games, I sometimes think about those songs and I start like humming in it, and yeah, just catchy. Now the directing, it's good and bad, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about the bad in a second. But the good thing about the directing from Gary Ross was the build-up. Like, I thought the build-up was really good because for people that didn't know or didn't like read anything about the Hunger Games or like lost in the dark, and I thought that Gary Ross's build-up about telling us like what the games were and how it works and who the people are and everything was just great. I thought his build-up was really good. The bad points. Yeah, so remember the thing I was worried about, the running time? That is a really major bad point. I thought this movie should have been at least half an hour longer or something for more character development. Yeah, just for more character development, in my opinion, and to like expand the games. Because in my opinion, the games were rushed, and I think maybe due to the fact the games were rushed, it had to do with the bad, like the directing during the games. Like some parts are good, but like during like the action scenes, like when the kids are battling each other, it's like shaky cam, and it's like you couldn't see like the some of the confrontations and everything because the like camera goes like that, and it's like can't tell what's going on, and I mean, yeah, it was bad. And I think another bad thing about the fast pacing during the games was that okay, so Katniss has this. This isn't like really spoiling anything, I think, but Katniss has these two relationships with these two different people during the games, and like I'm just imagining it to myself. Like if I've never read the book, like I would not believe that Katniss is emotionally involved with like these two people, because I just thought that they didn't spend enough time like with these two people. And the final bad point I'll be talking about is the visual effects. There were some parts where the visual effects were like, okay, that's good, but like there are other parts where it's like, that is so fake, like that is like really bad. If you go and see the movie, I mean, if you look at the visual effects closely, then you'll be like, wow, that is bad. Alright, ratings. My dad never read the book, so he was going in blind, but after seeing it, he thought it was really good, and he gives it a 3.5 out of 4 stars. While, I thought that, yeah, like I said, the build-up was good, and some parts of the games were good, but like the games part was just like messy to me. I mean, it was just like, holy crap. So I give it a 3 out of 4 stars. And I won't be spoiling anything for you because you need to read the book first. I mean, definitely, because there are many differences between the book and the movie. I mean, you just need to read the book first for sure. But if you don't, then that's fine. And that's it.